A resolution expressing unwavering solidarity and support to the leadership of the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez and upholding the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives in the face of intense assault from the Senate in violation of the principle of interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent functions. There was no direct assault coming from the Senate and towards any member of the House of Representatives. Maybe the minority floor leader can, but what I cannot understand is the phrase intense assault coming from the Senate. I've been a defender of this institution for more than a decade, and I love this institution. But what I cannot accept is that the title of the resolution is there, intense assault. May you please enlighten me with the definition of intense assault, Mr. President? Because as far as I know, as far as I can remember, if my memory serves me right, there was no direct assault coming from the Senate and towards any member of the House of Representatives. And we violated, in violation of the principle of interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent functions. What did we violate? I don't think we violated any rule. I don't think we violated the interparliamentary courtesy, because we have always observed it from the very start, Mr. President. And I think this resolution is an affront to the Senate as an institution, Mr. President.
Meron din po kasi sa title ng kanilang resolution. I think the purpose of the resolution of the House, which was passed, I think today?
Yes,
today,
I understand it's
this
today.
afternoon, is to express their support to their speaker.
That's normal.
Congratulations to the speaker. That's why he is the speaker and he will remain to be the speaker. Pero bakit kasi meron pa po silang allegations that they are doing this? They are reiterating the support for the speaker because they are facing intense assault from the Senate, so from us. Tapos in violation of the principle of interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent function. So, as I understand the title, dalawa pong accusations sa Senado is tatlo. Lagyan na natin tatlo. There's an intense assault coming from us, and then we are violating interparliamentary courtesy, and we are unduly interfering in their performance of legislative and constituent functions. Masarap po sana hindi na ito patulan, pero nasa title pa. So, that means they really believe this, Mr. President. So, pa talaga ang gusto nila, so siguro, the leadership, siguro, of the two houses must have a dialogue. So, maybe our majority leader can talk to the majority leader of the House, Mr. President, for an honest to goodness dialogue. Ano ba talaga ang gusto nila? Kasi the document, pagbasahin mo, it betrays something. They want something which they seem not to be able to state properly and directly, Mr. President.
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Scrutiny now of not just Congress but also of the Commission on Elections. For example, Mr. President, there was a time for a long period of time that the members of the Commission would say that it is just a ministerial duty for them to receive the signatures. And then all of a sudden, the NBank came up with a resolution saying, stop receiving, suspend the receipt of all these signatures. And so, what is it, Mr. President? Is it really ministerial? Is it
Ito yung People's Initiative.
discretionary? And now, during the hearing, it came about that COMELEC has been issuing certification.
Tama.
The Annex B came out. And so I asked, Mr. President, why are we issuing certification? I thought it's just a ministerial duty. Now, you're certifying. Now, the word certification means you are doing something. It's not just receiving, not just a ministerial duty. You are certifying. Now, the question, the million-dollar question is, how do you certify? How do you certify? And it appears there's no basis on how the commission would certify these documents, Mr. President. Don't you? It bothers me, Mr. President, that our co-equal House, with the House of Representatives, would accuse the Senate of coming up with this so-called intense attacks, Mr. President. Intense attacks. I've been a member of Congress for quite some time, 9 years in the House of Representatives. I've never heard of any resolution like this, Mr. President. I am not going to file a resolution here in the Senate to congratulate our Senate President and tell him, Mr. President, we are all behind you. Or Senator Marcos, we are all behind you. I don't need to do that. Why? May isang salita. Ang mga senador, may isang salita. Hindi natin kailangan yun, Mr. President.
My part, as your chosen leader for this institution, I would like to say that it is very unfortunate that it had to come down to this. As a matter of fact, the last 2 weeks, araw-araw po ang press release, press conferences ng iba't ibang kongresista na umaatake sa atin. Halos lahat ng meetings, umapela po ako sa mga senador, let's bring down the temperature. Remember, I always say that, let's bring down the temperature of this heated political fight between the House and the Senate. As a matter of fact, in the last Monday's press con with the majority floor leader and the Senate President pro tempore, there were questions asked. May mga tanong, may mga katanungan po yung mga media na leading questions na mapapaaway talaga tayo sa mga kongresista.
Hi guys, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ito na naman pong muli ang inyong lingkod, si DIY KKB Informative. At ngayon po ay matutunghayan natin ang sagot ng ating mga butihing senador patungkol doon sa House Resolution number 1562 or 1562 na sumusuporta sa ating Speaker of the House sa lower house. Yun po. At sasagutin nila itong House Resolution number 1562 at kanilang kokomentuhan at yung kanilang mga damdamin ay sasabihin nila dito. Ang mga nagsalita po dito ay unang-una ay ang ating butihing senador na si Jinggoy Estrada. Ayan po siya. So, ipapahayag niya dito ang mga kanyang hinaing kung bakit nag-file sila ng resolution number 1562. At ito, sasabihin niya, at susunod na magsasalita dito ay ang ating senador na si Coco Pimentel. At susundan niyan ng ating butihing senador na si Senator Villanueva. At magsasalita rin ang ating Senate President, pero kayo nang mag-analisa kung ano yung sasabihin niya. Kasi nag-aaway na nga itong ating Kongreso, itong House of Representatives at ang Senate of the Philippines, ang ating mga kongresista at ang ating mga senador. So, malungkot pong nangyayaring nagbabanggaan itong dalawang institusyon na to. At sa aking palagay ay re-resolve naman ito. Kaya lang, hindi natin alam. So, tunghayan po natin guys kung ano ang tunay na ganap sa loob ng Senado. Eto na po sila. At bago po ako magpatuloy, ay ako po muna ay magpapasalamat sa aking mga viewers at lalong-lalo na sa aking mga subscribers na patuloy na sumusuporta sa ating YouTube channel, DIY KKB Informative. At dun sa aking mga bagong subscriber, maraming salamat po sa inyong pag-subscribe sa ating YouTube channel. Ito na po sila, guys. Pakinggan natin ang mga senador patungkol dito sa House Resolution number 1562. Ito na po.
Objection to the motion. Motion is approved.
Mr. President, the distinguished gentleman from San Juan is seeking the floor, the Honorable Senator Chingoy Estrada. I move that he be recognized, Mr. President.
Yes, our dear colleague, the gentleman from San Juan, the chairperson of the Committee on National Defense and on Labor, Senator Jinggoy Estrada is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader. First of all, I just received a news feed with regard to a resolution passed by the House of Representatives just a while ago, and the title reads as follows: a resolution expressing unwavering solidarity and support to the leadership of the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez in upholding the integrity and honor of the House of Representatives in the face of intense assault from the Senate in violation of the principle of interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent functions. Mr. President, if a leader is embattled or beleaguered in the case of the House of Representatives, it is but normal for the members of the House to express their unwavering support. And if our Senate President here in the Senate is also beleaguered and embattled, we, the members of the Senate, will also express our full support to the leadership of our Senate President. That's normal. But what I cannot understand is the phrase intense assault coming from the Senate. I've been a defender of this institution for more than a decade, and I love this institution. But what I cannot accept is that the title of the resolution is there, intense assault. May you please enlighten me with the definition of intense assault, Mr. President? Because as far as I know, as far as I can remember, if my memory serves me right, there was no direct assault coming from the Senate and towards any member of the House of Representatives. Maybe the minority floor leader can enlighten me with the definition of intense assault. And just a minute. And we violated, in violation of the principle of interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent functions. What did we violate? I don't think we violated any rule. I don't think we violated the interparliamentary courtesy because we have always observed it from the very start, Mr. President. And I think this resolution is an affront to the Senate as an institution, Mr. President.
So guys, salita ng ating butihing senador, Jinggoy Estrada, at nagtatanong siya kung ano yung intense assault. Ayun po guys, natunghayan natin ang kanyang pagsasalita dito at kinu-question niya yung House Resolution number 1562 na may nakasaad doon na intense assault. Mabigat yun guys, intense assault. Ang niresearch ko yung intense assault. Yung intense kasing sinasabi ay extreme force, yung extreme force. Yung mabigat na puwersa, malakas na puwersa. Yun yung intense. At yung assault, yun yung physical na pag-atake mo dun sa tao. So, ganito yung kanilang ipinararatang sa ating mga butihing senador dito sa House of Senate Senate of the Philippines. So, mabigat na paratay at meron pa yung violation ng interparliamentary. Yung bang, kumbaga, kami may sariling institusyon. Kami bukod doon sa inyong power. Dahil equal power of government sila eh. So, napakabigat po ng kanila. Sinasabi nga niya dito, okay lang na sumuporta kayo, pero yung mga paratang naging mabigat. Pero ituloy natin guys kung ano yung kanyang mga susunod na babanggitin dito. So, tunghayan po natin si Senator Coco Pimentel.
Yes, Minority Floor Leader.
Just to respond to the manifestation of our brave and honorable colleague, Senator Estrada, who has always been, I've noticed that, yes, he always rises to support this institution or a member of this institution, Mr. President. Meron din po kasi sa title ng kanilang resolution. I think the purpose of the resolution of the House, which was passed, I think, today,
Yes,
today,
I understand
this
it's today.
afternoon, is to express their support to their speaker. Okay, that's normal. Congratulations to the speaker. That's why he is the speaker and he will remain to be the speaker. Pero bakit kasi meron pa po silang allegations that they are doing this? They are reiterating the support for the speaker because they are facing intense assault from the Senate, so from us. Tapos in violation of the principle of interparliamentary courtesy and undue interference in the performance of its legislative and constituent function. So, as I understand the title, dalawa pong accusations sa Senado is tatlo, lagyan na natin tatlo. There's an intense assault coming from us and then we are violating interparliamentary courtesy and we are unduly interfering in their performance of legislative and constituent functions. Masarap po sana hindi na ito patulan pero nasa title pa eh. So, that means they really believe this, Mr. President. So, I do not know what the House is after. And then meron pa po sila sa isang whereas clauses nila. I just failed to count kung what number this is, no? Ito na lang po. Whereas on January 30, 2024, the Senate conducted an investigation without a clear legislative purpose, specifically directed at discrediting the Honorable Speaker Ferdinand Marcos G. Romualdez and the House of Representatives. Ngayon, di ba po, Mr. President, when I allege that a member of this House has personal or ulterior motives, bawal po yun, di ba? That's unparliamentary conduct. Ito naman baliktad. Sinasabihan tayo ng House of Representatives na yung investigation natin, although sa title, in aid of legislation, wala daw tayong clear legislative purpose. Okay.
Yun.
I mean,
Tama.
that is
Komentahan natin
the
mamaya.
unparliamentary conduct, Mr. President.
Yun.
And for the information of the House, in a few minutes, I will already be filing a bill to make complete, in my opinion, which makes complete RA 6735. So now it can be used now as the legal basis for a people's initiative. Kasi yan ang ruling yung ruling ng Supreme Court. Alam na natin yan, na-remind tayo ulit because of this incident and our hearings, na-reinforce na mga resource persons na ganito nga yung ruling ng Supreme Court, ito yung kahinaan ng batas. So ayan yung clear legislative purpose at ito na ang clear legislative result. A bill will be filed which hopefully will now be sufficient to make RA 6735 as a clear, sufficient and adequate basis for the people to exercise the right to initiate amendments to our Constitution. So, Nakakalungkot that the House, our co-equal body here in the legislative branch, has accused us of practices which they are doing in the very same accusatory document, Mr. President. So ano ba talaga ang gusto nila? So siguro, the leadership, siguro, the two houses must have a dialogue. So maybe our majority leader can talk to the majority leader of the House, Mr. President, for an honest to goodness dialogue. Ano ba talaga ang gusto nila? Kasi the document, pagbasahin mo, it betrays something. They want something which they seem not to be able to state properly and directly, Mr. President.
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Komento
President. Mr.
natin,
President,
guys. So, yun guys, maganda itong sinabi ni Senator Coco Pimentel. Kasi nga naman, sila yung mga tagagawa ng batas, itong lower house at itong upper house, itong Senado at ang Kongreso. So ngayon, yung kanilang resolution, hindi para sa taong bayan. Kasi sila para sa taong bayan, ang sinasabi nitong ating buting Senador Coco Pimentel, bakit parang personal yung inyong mga resolution? Hindi ito hindi ito konektado sa ating mga tungkulin bilang isang mambabatas, bilang tagagawa ng batas. Parang personal na. Tama nga naman. Ngayon lang ako naliwanagan na, may punto to si Senator Coco Pimentel. Kasi yung mga resolution na ginagawa nila, pang-personal nilang agenda yan. Unawaan naman natin guys, di ba? Personal nilang agenda yan. Walang kinalaman yan sa paggawa nila ng batas para sa ikabubuti ng bawat isang mamayang Pilipino dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Tama po ba? Kagaya na lang nung balikan natin yung House resolution nila, yung 1414 na nagkakaisa yung mga kongresista doon sa lower house sa mababang kapulungan. Ayaw nga nilang tawaging mababang kapulungan at ang mga senador ay mataas na kapulungan. Na-offend nga di umano sila doon sa mga salitang ganyan. Pero yun ang katotohanan. Kasi ibinoto lang sila ng kanilang mga lalawigan. Nagsama-sama lang sila kaya sila'y dumami. Di ba? Ang boto nila ay pinakamataas na, kung malaki yung populasyon ng botante, pinakamataas na yung 150,000 na botante. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Pero nagre-range lang yan sa 50,000 hanggang sa 200,000 na mga botante para sila'y manalo bilang isang kongresista sa kanilang mga distrito. Yan po ang katotohanan yan. Samantalang itong mga senador na to ay milyon-milyon. Minsan nga, naungusan pa yung presidente sa mga boto nila para sila'y maging senador. So, makikita milyon-milyon niya. Merong 15 million, may 20 million, may 25 million doon sa magiging top 12 na magiging senador. Tapos, itong lower house, itong ating mga kongresista ay nagpapalabas ng mga resolution para sa sarili nilang kapakanan, hindi para sa taong bayan. Hindi. Kaya nakakalungkot na sila nag-e-emote para sila gumawa ng kanilang resolution. Hindi po ito nakakabuti sa bawat isang mamayang Pilipino dito sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. Personal na po yun. Ngayon ko lang naunawaan, pati yung House Resolution 1414 nila nung nakaraan na sila'y sinabihan na rotten institution ng ating dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, ay bigla silang palabas ng House Resolution 1414 na sila'y nagkakaisa at hindi sila rotten, di umano sila bulok. Yun ang sinasabi nila doon sa House Bill Resolution 1414, hindi pala House Bill, House Resolution 1414. At ito naman, nagpalabas uli sila para sa silang personal na hinaing yung House Resolution number 1562 na nagsasaad na inaakusahan nila ang mga violation ng mga senador patungkol dito sa sinasabi nilang intense attack. Yung mga intense pag-atake ng mga senador doon sa lower house. At meron pang violation of interparliamentary. Parang ang sinasabi nila dito ay parang pinakikialaman sila ng mga senador itong mga kongresista. So, napakalungkot. Ngayon ko lang naunawaan, guys. Oh, grabe. Personal na nga pala ito. Kung hindi pa nagsalita ito si Senator Coco Pimentel. Oo nga, no. Yung palang mga resolution na ginagawa nila ay para sa kanilang sariling kapakanan. Personal. Personal na. Ako po ay nagsusuri lang dito, guys. Ha? Parang personal na. Personal na agenda yung kanilang isinusulong ng mga House Resolution number gano'n na ito. So ituloy po natin, guys. Nakomentohan ko lang po itong kay si Senator Coco Pimentel. Napakagaling. So ituloy po natin.
Mr. President, I haven't attended any hearing of the resolution filed regarding the People's Initiative chaired by Senator Amy Marcos, but I have been monitoring the events of the hearings that has been held by the Committee on Electoral Reforms, but never did I see or hear anybody or any member of the Senate accusing or assaulting any member of the House, especially the Speaker of the House. Wala naman hong binabanggit na pangalan ng kahit sinong representante ng Kamara dun sa House of
Tama.
Representatives. That's why I am picked because, again, the Senate as an institution is again facing another challenge here because of this resolution that has been approved by the House of Representatives, Mr. President.
Mr. President, if I may just
Yes, please proceed, Majority.
very short manifestation as I heard my name from the minority leader. Mr. President, during the hearing conducted by the chairperson in charge here in the Senate, Senator Amy Marcos, there are a lot of things that we were able to discover in aid of legislation, and that's why my question is if there is a resolution calling for an inquiry in aid of legislation, is this considered unparliamentary, Mr. President? Because in that particular hearing alone, Mr. President, we were able to air out a lot of concerns, particularly, for example, Mr. President, how the Commission on Election would actually address the receiving of signatures, Mr. President. 2 days later, Mr. President, after the hearing, I asked for our provincial election officer in Bulacan. And she herself stated that thank God for the meeting because right now, everything is under the scrutiny now of not just Congress but also of the Commission on Elections. For example, Mr. President, there was a time for a long period of time that the members of the Commission would say that it is just a ministerial duty for them to receive the signatures. And then all of a sudden, the NBank came up with a resolution saying, stop receiving, suspend the receipt of all these signatures. And so, what is it, Mr. President? Is it really ministerial? Is it discretionary? And now, during the hearing, it came about that COMELEC has been issuing certification.
Tama.
The Annex B came out. And so I asked, Mr. President, why are we issuing certification? I thought it's just a ministerial duty. Now, you're certifying. Now, the word certification means you are doing something. It's not just receiving, not just a ministerial duty. You are certifying. Now, the question, the million-dollar question is, how do you certify? How do you certify? And it appears there's no basis on how the commission would certify these documents, Mr. President. Don't you think it's helpful, Mr. President? I think it's very helpful. Now, on the part of this representation as a member of this august chamber, it bothers me, Mr. President, that our co-equal House, with the House of Representatives, would accuse the Senate of coming up with this so-called intense attacks, Mr. President. Intense attacks. I've been a member of Congress for quite some time, 9 years in the House of Representatives. I've never heard of any resolution like this, Mr. President. I am not going to file a resolution here in the Senate to congratulate our Senate President and tell him, Mr. President, we are all behind you. Or Senator Marcos, we are all behind you. I don't need to do that. Why?
Yung mga personal.
May isang salita. Ang mga senador, may isang salita. Hindi natin kailangan yun, Mr. President.
Tama.
The fact that we see each other, yung pagkamay natin sa isa't isa, alam na natin. Meron na tayong pinagkaisahan. Meron tayong pinagkasunduan, Mr. President. I cannot say otherwise with the other chamber, Mr. President, because, and I think this is the root cause of the problem, I think the leader of the House is not sharing the information that was shared to us by our Senate President. Doon sa mga pag-uusap. Doon sa mga napag-usapan. Na, dumating yung mga pagkakataon ilang beses na hindi sila tumupad sa pinag-usapan. At ngayon, binibigyan pa tayo ng deadline nung isa, kung sino man yun, kung anong gagawin ng Senado. Tayo ba'y utusan dito, Mr. President? Tayo ba ay basta susunod na lamang kahit kanino? Mismong presidente ng Pilipinas, hindi ko narinig na sinabihan ang ating Senate President. I was there, Mr. President, during the meetings. Di ko kailanman narinig ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas at sabihin sa atin na ganito lang, dapat ganito yung timeline nyo, tapos na kayo, etc. And we are even talking about the soul of our nation. Mr. President, I take offense as I join the gentleman from San Juan in raising this particular issue. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yun. Komentohan po natin,
Yes,
guys.
Mr.
So, yun po. Narinig niyo si Senator Villanueva. At ang sabi niya nga rito, ay nakakalungkot talaga. Yung unahin natin sa COMELEC. Nung una kasi yung PI na yan, mga pirma-pirma na yan, ay isinumite nila doon sa COMELEC. So, yun, sinumitin nila yung mga pirma-pirma na yan para, kumbaga, masama na ito sa sinasabing, I don't think na referendum or, ewan ko, basta magkakaroon ng botohan at di umano ay meron na silang budget na 200 billion para dito sa PI na to. Di umano. So, patuloy pa rin silang sinasubmit yung pirma-pirma na yan, bawat distrito, sinasaad ng ating buting Senador Villanueva, na hindi tinanggap ng COMELEC kasi wala raw sa konstitusyon yun. Bawal yun. Nagkaroon pa nga ng ano yun eh. So, hindi nila tinanggap. Tapos, all of a sudden, sabi nga niya, biglang tinanggap na. Tinanggap na at patuloy na tinatanggap na ng COMELEC yung mga pirma-pirma na yan para sumulong na yung People's Initiative. Diba? Nakakatawa. Urong-sulong sila. Iurong yan. Tapos sulong na yan. Diba? Ito yung sinambit ng ating buting Senador Villanueva na talaga namang siniwalat na niya kung ano yung nalalaman niya. Diba? Tapos, ito nga yung binanggit pa rin niya na, kumbaga, oo, suportahan nyo mga kongresista yung inyong Speaker of the House. Pero dito sa Senado, natatawa nga siya, dito sa Senado, pwede naman lang, suporta kami kay Senate President, ganito, ganire. Sinusuportahan namin ang kanyang panunungkulan bilang isang Senate President. Pero hindi na yung magkakaroon ng resolution pa. Natatawa nga siya dito. Bakit kailangan pang gumawa ng resolution? Pwede namang magkamayan kami dito. Ayan, galing ng ating Senate President. Pero ang ginagawa dun sa lower house, sa mababang kapulungan ng House of Representatives, ay may resolution pa May resolution pang House Resolution ek ganon ganire. Ay nako. Di ba? Kailangan pa nila magbotohan. Eh hindi naman ito connected sa kanilang paggawa ng batas. Ano ba naman tong message na to? Sunod-sunod pa. Yun, hindi connected to sa paggawa ng batas nila. Personal nila yon. Yung sinasabi nila dito, personal nila. Bakit kailangan pang magkaroon ng resolusyon? Di po ba? Parang nakakatawa po. Nakakatawa po ang nangyayaring yan. Nakakatawang, kumbaga, parang nagiging sarsuela na ang ating mababang kapulungan. Ito po ay sa sarili ko lang pagsusuri. Hindi po natin nilalait pero ito po ang nakikita natin sa House of Representatives sa mababang kapulungan. Parang nagiging sarsuela na. Personal na agenda nila ay gagawin pang resolution. Sa aking pananaw po, sa aking pagsusuri, maling-mali po yun. At sinasabi rin ng ating mga buting senador na ano to? Ano yung mga kaek-eka na ginagawa nyo dyan sa mababang kapulungan? So ituloy po natin guys. At medyo talagang hirap nito. So ngayon guys, atin ng mga tunghayan tong si Senate President Mig Zubiri. Kung ano yung masasabi niya patungkol dito sa sigalot na nangyayari sa House of Representatives at ang Senate of the Philippines. Ito na po, si Senator Mig Zubiri.
Thank you.
And on my part, as your chosen leader for this institution, I would like to say that it is very unfortunate that it had to come down to this. As a matter of fact, the last 2 weeks, araw-araw po ang press release, press conferences ng iba't ibang kongresista na umaatake sa atin. Halos lahat ng meetings, umapela po ako sa mga senador, let's bring down the temperature. Remember, I always say that, let's bring down the temperature of this heated political fight between the House and the Senate. As a matter of fact, in the last Monday's press con with the Majority Floor Leader and the Senate President pro tempore, there were questions asked. May mga katanungan po yung mga media na leading questions na mapapaaway talaga tayo sa mga kongresista. Ang palagi kong binabanggit, babaan natin ang temperatura ng away ng Kamara de Representante at ng Senado. Para sa ganon ay back to regular programming na po tayo at makapasa po tayo ng mga legislatura o mga bills na kailangan ng ating bansa. It is unfortunate that the other side, even over the weekend, nagpalabas po ng banat sa akin na itupad ang pangako daw natin na may timeline on March na tapusin yung RPH 6. Alam niyo po, although we are co-equal legislative branch, but we're an independent body in the Senate. We respect each and individual senator here. We do not shepherd the members of the Senate like sheep in a flock. Here in the Senate, everyone is free to deliver their feelings, their advocacies, and their policies on certain issues. Hindi po natin gawaan dito sa Senado na po ako, utusan ko kayo na ipasa ang RBH 6 in 2 weeks. Baka akong tatanggalin ninyo, mga kasamahan ko. Diba? Who am I to force my 23 other members? I am just as you say in the Supreme Court, I am first of equals. Equal po tayo lahat dito. And so, it is unfortunate that it has led to that. Even the media can see and say that I have not said anything derogatory about any member of the House of Representatives. All my privileged speeches and all my statements, and these are statements, hindi po to interview na naiuminit ang ulo ko at nagsalita po ako. All my statements and privileged speeches have been about the institution, about the bicameral nature of Congress, about checks and balances. Always about that. Wala po akong personality na pinapatamaan. Wala po. Kaya kung feeling assaulted sila, how? How? If the committee is just performing its duty, if Committee on Electoral Reforms is just performing its duties, they deal on facts. Very clear, the last hearing, the last two hearings, the facts had come out. The facts have been coming out. If there's a, whether it is for or against the topic at hand or the decisions at hand, so be it. But we're just dealing with facts. Now, how do we end this? I do not know. This
Nako.
impasse between the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Hindi raw niya
Again,
alam kung
many of
paano
our colleagues like
resolusyonan.
Senator Angara and Senator Bato de la Rosa have already said ceasefire. As a matter of fact, I have not been discussing this issue and been telling the media, babaan natin yung temperatura para makatrabaho na po tayo. Parang ayaw po sumunod ng House of Representatives at hindi na po natin kasalanan yun.
Ano ang
Mga
solusyon?
kababayan ko, hindi na po namin kasalanan yun. As far as we're concerned, we are back to work. We just passed the PNP reorganization bill, which is a priority measure of the president. And in the coming weeks, we'll be passing other priority measures. Pero rest assured, ang ipapasa natin, hindi dahil lamang nasa listahan na hinihingi po ng eksekutibo. Marami tayong ipapasa ng mga batas dito na wala sa listahan, pero sa tingin ng senador, tingin ng Senado ay napakahalaga para sa kapakanan ng ating bansa at ng ating mga kababayan. Hindi tayo utus-utusan lamang na nandyan ang listahan, please pass immediately. And we take pride that we in the Senate allow each and every member to stand up, to deliberate, to debate on these issues. That's the Senate. That is the bulwark. This institution is a bulwark of democracy and of free speech. Wala po tayong sinesensor dito. Wala po tayong pinapagalitan dito. Dahil gusto po nilang mag-participate, mag-amenda, at makipagdebate. We take pride on that. And I'm proud of each and every one of you to stand up for these principles. Kaya mabuhay ang Senado, mabuhay ang ating demokrasya sa ating bansa. Maraming salamat. Please,
Thank you,
go
Mr.
ahead.
President.
Ayun.
Just
Teka.
an unsolicited advice.
Ating komentuhan po yung sinabi ng ating kagalang-galang na Senate President Mig Zubiri. So, yun guys. So, ayon kay ating Senate President na si Mig Zubiri, ay i-lower daw ang temper ng mga senador dahil away lang, gulo ang kanilang kahinatnan patungkol dito sa sigalot ng mababang kapulungan ang mga kongresista at ang mataas na kapulungan na ang mga senador. So, lower down the temper raw. So, sabi ko, bakit? Marami na raw bumabati ko sa kanya ng mga kongresista, ganon, ganire, cheche, boreche, ganon. So, mahirap po yun. Kailangang ayusin nyo. Gaya nga ng binanggit ng ating senador na si Senator Villanueva at sinugundahan pa ito ng ating buting senador na si Coco Pimentel na mag-usap kayo. Mag-usap kayo kung hindi man kaya ng sabi nga niya, hindi man siya na rin nagsabi nun, magkakainitan lang sila kung mag-uusap sila ni Speaker of the House at siya, Senate President, magkakainitan lang. Yun yung base sa kanyang sinabi nung unang kanyang interview. Tapos binanggit nga ng ating dalawang buting senador na si Senator Villanueva at si Senator Pimentel na bakit hindi na lang mag-usap yung ating itong binabanggit nilang majority floor leader ng Kongreso at majority floor leader ng Senado. Mag-usap sila, ano ba ang gusto nyo? Yun, para malinawan. At sana naman po, pag-uusap nilang yon ay live. Kumbaga, para maunawaan din ng mamamayang Pilipino dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas kung ano yung pinag-uusapan nyo. Para malaman namin. Hindi yung kayo-kayo lang ang nag-uusap kung ano yung hinaing nitong Kongreso at itong Senado ay binabatikos. So, para malaman namin, i-live nyo to para makapanood din at mahimay-himay ng taong bayan kung ano tong sigalot na nangyayari sa inyo sa lower house at saka sa Senado, sa mataas na kapulungan. So, yun po. Kasi kung kayo-kayo lang mag-uusap, lalabas sa news, ganito, ganire, malilito ang taong bayan. Samantalang kami po ang bumoto sa inyo. Kami po ang bumoto para kayo maluklok dyan sa mga posisyon na yan. So, kung mag-uusap kayo, gaya nga ng suwestyon ng ating mga senador, ay mag-uusap kayo, pero i-live nyo. Ito na namang message na to, nakikialam. So, i-live nyo, yung pag-uusap nyo. Para nang sa ganun, hindi na humaba ito at malaman ng mamamayang Pilipino kung ano yung sarili-sarili ninyong mga damdamin sa nangyayari ngayon sa ating inang bansang Pilipinas. May karapatan po kaming malaman yon. At i-live nyo para wala nang kumbaga, malalaman natin punto por punto excuse me po, ang inyong mga saloobin. Yun po, mag-usap kayo. Pero yung lower down the temper na sinasabi nyo, ay sa aking sariling pananaw po, hindi po tama yon. Parang magkakaroon na naman kayong secret meeting. Yung mga ganon. Pero kung ilalive nyo yun, at malalaman namin kung yung maliliit na mamayang Pilipino na inaakusahan natin, inilalive nyo, tapos tinatanong nyo, ganon, ganire, nagkakaroon ng hearing. So, magkaroon kayo ng hearing na both sides, kayo yung magtatanungan. Kung hindi pumayag yung Kongreso, yun lang. Yun lang ang mabigat nun. So, ano ang magiging solusyon doon? Nung ang hearing nyo na pinatawag nyo sila, wala nga sumunod sa inyo. So, ano yung solusyon nyo? Ano yung solusyon nyo? Nako. Parang sayang ang boto namin. Sayang ang boto namin para sa inyong iniluklok namin sa mataas na kapulungan at sa mababang kapulungan. Nakakalungkot ito. Parang hindi na natin alam kung saan tayo sa side. Kung sa taas ba o sa baba o sa gitna ba. Pero wag tayo sa gitna. Kasi pangit yun. Parang tayo neutral, abstain. Hindi po. Hindi po ganun yun. So, yun po. Talagang pag-usapan nyo na yung kung hindi man Senate President at saka Speaker of the House, edi yung majority floor leader ng Senado at majority floor leader ng mababang kapulungan. Yun po. Ituloy natin at may sasambitin pa si ating Senador Jinggoy Estrada. Yun po ay aking sariling komento, sariling analisa patungkol dito sa nangyayaring ito. So ituloy po natin. Go, Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Just an unsolicited advice para hindi na masyado lumaki itong sunog, yung away ng House tsaka ng Senado. Because I've been here since 2004 and this is the first time that I have witnessed na talaga nagkakabangayan itong dalawang bahay ng Kongreso, ang Senado at saka yung House of Representatives. If I may suggest, siguro yung leadership ng Senate at leadership ng House, mag-usap-usap
Yes,
na para
tama,
matapos
tama.
na. Ano ba talaga gusto ninyo, pare ko? Ano ba gusto natin dito mangyari? Para matapos na lahat.
Tama.
Kasi balang araw, habang tumatagal yung away ng House of Representatives at Senado, baka bumagsak yung ekonomiya natin. Yun ang nakakatakot. Baka matakot yung ating mga foreign investors, hindi na pumasok dito. That's why I suggest, my humble suggestion is that if you want me to make representations with the House of Representatives, I will do that. Para lang magkaroon tayo ng settlement. Para wala naman masyadong bangayan na nangyayari sa atin. If kung utusan niyo po ako, Ginoong Pangulo, I can do that. Kahit ngayon, pwede kong tawagan sila speaker.
But
Okay.
we will
Ano?
no, that function is on the position of the leadership. With due respect,
Yes, yes.
Senator Angara, Senator Estrada.
Nagkakamali-mali na.
And bukas naman ang tanggapan namin ni Speaker na makipag-usap. I just don't know kung kailan.
Naku. Teka, ha?
Within the event.
Ayun nga po, komentohan po natin. Ginoong Senate President. Meron na nga pong suwestyon itong ating butihing Senador Jingo Estrada na siya na yung mag-i-initiate. Tapos sasabihin nyo, bukas ang inyong opisina para makipag-usap. Hindi mo nga lang alam, ikaw na mismo nagsabi, hindi mo nga lang alam kung kailan at saan mangyayari yung pag-uusap na yun. Eto na nga meron ng suwestyon ang ating Senator Jingo Estrada. Kahit nga siya, tawagan na niya. Siya na nag-i-initiate na makipag-usap doon sa mababang kapulungan para tanungin kung ano ba itong nangyayari ito, ayusin natin to, ano ba ang hinaing nyo, pare koy, sabi nga niya. Tapos ngayon, ang rebat mo sa ating buting Senador Jingo Estrada ay bukas ang inyong opisina at para mag-usap. At tapos ngayon, sasabihin mo, I don't know kung kailan, ganon, saan. Ginoong Senate President, Migs, ano po ba? Ano po ba talaga ang inyong stand sa pangyayaring ito? Kayo po ba ay neutral? Kayo po ba ay humaharang? Kayo po ba ay galit? Ano po ba? Parang mag-aantay na lang kayo. Walang mag-i-initiate sa inyong dalawa. Walang mag-i-initiate talaga dyan nang mag-uusap kayo. Parang nag-iiwasan kayong dalawa. Ito na nga ang ating Senador Jingo Estrada na kumbaga siya na nga yung pwedeng gumanap doon sa pangyayari niya para sa pag-uusap. Utusan nyo lang siya. Kaya lang parang ewan ko ba Senator Migs, kung ano yung nasa sa loob nyo. Parang sa sarili kong pagsusori, umiiwas po kayo sa totoong mangyayari. Kaya nga meron na nag-volunteer na ako na ang kakausap. Bigyan nyo lang ako ng pahintulot. Kaya lang ayaw nyo bigyan ng pahintulot. Ewan ko ba, tuloy natin kung ano yung masasabi nyo dyan sa bukas ang inyong opisina. Eto, tuloy natin.
Well, future.
Maybe,
I think we'll be
Mr. President, maybe the three of you, Senate President Pro Temp, and the Majority Floor Leader, or even the Minority Floor Leader, if he
Kaya
wants to.
nga, siya na nga
For the good
mag-i-initiate.
of the country, we will do it.
For the good of the country.
For the good of the country, we'll do it as I said, no?
Nako.
Hindi po personal ito. Hindi po tayo gumagawa ng hakbang para mapaganda ang buhay ng mga senador. Dito, trabaho lang po tayo para sa ating bansa. So, for the good of the country, bukas ang tanggapan namin para
Nako po.
makipag-usap sa House of Representatives.
Sino mag-initiate?
Para matigil na po itong bangayan na ito.
It's
Nako.
nice to hear, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you
Ayun.
very much.
Tingnan nyo.
Thank you.
Yun nga, biruin mo yun. Talaga bukas. Sino mag-i-initiate nga? Wala nga mag-i-initiate eh. Ayun nga, ito na nga, nagbabolunteer na si Senator Jingo Estrada para mag-initiate ng, kumbaga sabihin na nating peace talk. Peace talk para sa, ay nako. Tapos sasabihin nyo palagi, bukas ang inyong opisina at nakakalungkot po guys. Kasi, kailangan na masolusyonan to kasi kami naapektuhan, kaming maliliit na mamayang Pilipino. So, talagang, ewan ko ba, hindi ko po talaga maunawaan, ginoong Senate President, na kayo po ba ay, agtatanong lang po ako, kayo po ba ay natatakot sa ating presidente? Kayo po ba ay natatakot dito sa ating Speaker of the House? Ano po ba? Meron na nga po nagbo-volunteer. At kayo na rin nagsabi, pwede kayong tanggalin ng ating mga senador dyan sa inyong posisyon. Dahil nga sa mga inyong mga sinasabi dyan. Yun po. Kaya ewan ko, hindi ko mabigkas kung anong words ang dapat kong sabihin. Eto na nga, malinaw na nga. Si Senator Jingo Estrada ay nagbo-volunteer na makipag-usap doon. Ibigay nyo lang ang hudyat para makipag-usap sa peace talk ng mababang kapulungan at ang mataas na kapulungan na senador. Ayan na nga, ginabanggit na nga niya. Nakakalungkot po guys. Nakakalungkot. Sundan na natin yung susunod na kabanata. At, ewan ko, hindi ko ma-express kung anong words ang gusto kong sabihin. Malinaw na naman na sinabi ng ating buting Senador Jingo Estrada. Pero humaharang pa rin itong ating Senate President. Hindi ko mabanggit kung anong, ay nako. So hanggang dito lamang po guys. At maraming salamat po sa panonood ng aking mumunting YouTube channel, DIY KKB Informative. At sinasabi ni DIY KKB Informative, good luck, Congress. Good luck, Upper House o Senado. Good luck sa inyong dalawang institusyon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtunghay. See you on my next vlog.